Hey, peace everyone. This is Omatical broadcasting live and direct from NYC. All right. Um, Yasuke. So, right now, everybody's talking about allegedly. Um, a number of people in entertainment are talking about Yasuke. There was an article published on CNN about Yasuke. Um, Many of you know through watching my YouTube channel that I interviewed and reviewed the book African Samurai by Thomas Lockley. I interviewed the author. I published the article on the Last Dragon tribute. I'll put the link here in the description below. So that book is excellent. African Samurai is a great book, but the narrative that has been going around, which is the title of this video, the subject of the title of this video is Yasuke. Here's why Yasuke could not have been a slave. It wasn't until I talked to Floyd Webb and Deborah DeSnow, two filmmakers, that I kind of, while working on my latest article, Here's Why Yasuke Could Not Have Been a Slave. It wasn't until I had really talked to Floyd that I really started understanding that Yasuke could not have been a slave. Another individual who impacted me was Al Israel. He's a martial artist. Now, one of the important things about over the last few months, while studying Japanese history and also samurai culture, I really come to understand that I didn't know anything about samurai. Even after watching all the movies, there's a lot of history and culture that isn't reflected in those movies. And I've watched a tremendous amount of martial arts movies. You can't really digest samurai culture from those movies. But Yasuke, so I've got an article getting ready to drop. It's called Here's Why Yasuke, the African Samurai Could Not Have Been a Slave. You'll be able to see it on the Last Dragon tribute in a short amount of time as soon as the editor publishes it. And I think that you will enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy this article because it's going to help you think about Yasuke differently, because his set of circumstances were not, they were unique. And any other person probably wouldn't even made it to Japan to become samurai. And then to become samurai, it wasn't just a trivial thing. It was something very significant. And a lot of it's been trivialized. Not necessarily by bad people. There are some people who are just like racist and like, hey, he's just a lucky nigger. And then other people are just like maybe not really looking at things from the standpoint of Africans and Asian culture. And so a lot of Yasuke's story may have been misinterpreted because there are other individuals in that time period whose their accounts, Japanese individuals who were recorded by the Portuguese, their accounts were kind of misconstrued. But all this is reflected in my article. Here's Why Yasuke, the African Samurai Could Not Have Been a Slave. It's going to drop very shortly. And again, it wouldn't have been possible without Floyd Webb and Deborah DeSnow and, Thomas Lockley and Al Israel. Al Israel is a martial artist. He's got his own Yasuke film on the way. It's called Yasuke, Sword of the Soul. And I've got another Yasuke article dropping in a few weeks. From an African filmmaker, and you'll be able to read that article as well on Last Dragon Tribute. All right, so stay tuned. This is gonna be like, until this movie drops, man. It's gonna be Black Samurai fever. Also, man, we got the Black Samurai article on the Last Dragon Tribute. Check that out. The existing Black Samurais in America, many legendary practitioners of the arts, martial arts, and you can find that on the Last Dragon Tribute, the rise of the Black Samurai. All right, so thanks for watching. Peace.